taste them. Sounds pretty good. You're clever, aren't you? Yeah, I know you are. Oh.
G'day guys, Dazza here, and welcome back to Deadhead Shed. In this episode, I've removed the front guards, do some rust repairs and some sanding. We removed the front bumper and also some sanding on the boot lid. So sit back and enjoy. Cheers. Okay, I've removed the handles and all the trims, the locks, did that. I've got them all over here. I cleaned a few of them up, the stainless trims. You know, I've seen this light, but yeah, they come up pretty good. Bit of steel wool and some metho. I also bagged up the locks. There's a boot lock in there as well. Plastics. And yeah, just a lot of the small stuff. That way I can keep track of it and not lose it. So yeah, now I'm just removing all the front end. The grille and that headlight were already out. I've just got to do this bumper. I've taken that headlight out, sitting right there, and the indicator for this side. So yeah, I'm just currently loosening off some nuts and bolts. There's that bolt in there, a bit hard to see there. There's another one behind the wiring which I've already taken out. So yeah, just working under the car here, under the where I got my ratchet on there. Just loosen that off. Easy. So just going to do the other side, and excuse me, and then remove the bumper bolt that's there. Right there. And I think that's all I need to take out. Okay, bumper's off. There were 2 bolts each side, and also there, that's the one you see me remove, one of those. But yeah, I had to take that one out because it goes actually through the guard. So yeah, no big deal, come off pretty easy. Heavy bugger, especially on your own. Got to take that off. The other one's already off the other side. The car came with yeah, missing one, so that's all good. I've got another pair there. I've taken the, where are they? I've taken these rubber side strips off already. One side there. Bit of a repair there to do. So yeah, got them off. As I said, got all the handles. Now, I'm only going to give this car a paint job. I have never ever painted a car before. I have, however, used spray guns for furniture and you know, for lacquering timber doors, and so that's as far as my experience goes. All the door cards are off. I had to get in there, of course, to get the handles off and the locks out. This interior wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't buggered. Yeah, top of the rear seat, yeah, sunburnt or cracked. Been looking for a long time for an interior for this. I want to do it, get the same colour. It is a grey. Passenger seat's a bit buggered. But yeah, console's got a crack in it. I have got another couple of cars here, which I will show at some other stage. And yeah, I use those for donor parts, like console and whatever else I need to remove. Some of them have got really good trims, like roof rail trims. These ones are all bent, as I think I've mentioned and shown you before. So yeah, you can sort of see all the clears peeling off this, all over it. I suppose it is, what, 40 plus years old. So yeah, there's a couple of dings in it, nothing major. There's one there, which you sort of see in the light. That's not bad. That clip goes on there. It actually goes that way. It is broken. You'll need another one. And then that spacer is over the top of that. And there's a heap of goo, looks like a rubber bitumen seal of some sort. Goes all the way along the top of the body here. And the guard gets placed over the top of that. So I don't know if that's like so it's just a tape or. It's pretty good in here, no rust. Not like all the other Fords I've had. When I remove the guard, there's usually a shitload of rust. Yep, doing the other side now. And yeah, not a bad pile of dirt. Came out of the bottom of the guard here. The other side was the same. So yeah, no, definitely needed to take this off, loosen it, get all that crap out. That's just going to cause more rust. Well, besides all the dirt, yeah, a few other things hidden in under the bottom of that guard. Nail, a couple of screws, washers, some of that rubber butyl sealant stuff. Took me a while to get these. Well, I got the back screw out alright, this guy. I think because the bracket clip, whatever it's called, snapped, and that came out quite easy. This one took me about half hour to get that bugger out. Bit of swearing and yeah, eventually got it out. Anyway, just discovered a little bit of rust here. A few holes to fix up. So definitely a good thing I've taken that guard off. Got a bit of rust here under the bonnet, but yeah, I'll replace that, fix that while I'm at it. The guard, it's actually quite good on the inside. On the outside there is just a bubble or two. Where it's just starting to come through. Right there. The door has sagged a little over the time. Sort of see the height difference there. Shut the door. It's not much. The gap runs out as we go up. So yeah, I'm just going to lift that up. So I'll just adjust this top hinge, move it forward a bit, and that should align it alright. So yep, I'll do that now. Alright, got the doors adjusted, a lot better. Sitting front door sitting, well, probably a little higher than that one, but that's okay. The gap well, I think just some more fine adjustments will get that a bit better. Yeah, not real hard to adjust these doors. Got your nuts there, and I had to just open this. Just had to move the catch up a little bit along with the door, so, and the same with the back door. I adjusted it a little bit as well. I need to just fix that. It's a little bit bent from being lifted by a forklift. Now I'm going to start sanding the car, and I will bring you up to date when I've done that. I will be getting hold of a stand or some sort to hold my camera. Then I can actually show you what I'm up to, instead of just giving you the details of what I've done after I've done it. So anyway, be back soon. Cheers. I'll get this as good as I can, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It's not seen. So, but I will get it, yeah, like I said, as good as I can. Okay, looking a bit better. Still got a few small bends in it, but that's all right. I will get that bend out there. I've only spent about a few minutes on it, so looking better already. Okay, I'm going to sand the boot lid. Now I've got 80 grit on the old sander. Probably not the right sander for the job, but I'm sure it'll take the paint off. So yeah, I'll get into this. Okay, this sands quite easily. I think it's due to the fact that there's no clear coat left on it. Where I've tried to sand the clear coat out here, yeah, it's certainly a lot tougher to get through. But just with the base coat or the grey, yeah, it comes off quite easily. Got a few little rust spots, or where it's down to the metal, and it's down to the metal there, but that's no big deal. So yeah, I'll continue on with this. I won't bother filming it. Not real exciting watching somebody sand the boot lid. So yeah, I'll leave it there for the moment. After sanding the boot lid, there are a few high spots that I need to knock down. I've got a large one here and a small one here. So yeah, I've had a look at them. It's good that they're not actually on the framework of the boot lid, so I can actually access them from inside. So I got my dolly here, dodgy hammer, but I'm sure it'll knock them out. I can hear that of the dolly right there. Actually not bad. That's not too bad either. That guy. So they're nice and pretty close to flat. I'm happy with it. That one there, it's pretty good actually. Can't feel that one. If anything, that one's a bit low, and so is that one. Although you think it wouldn't be low with considering I've sanded through, but maybe I pushed down on it. Nothing to sand, I don't know. Anyway, I'll sand it more anyway. It's still couple of spots on, rust spots on there. So yeah, I'll get into that now. Okay, I've set up the front guards on these trestles. I'm just going to start working on these first. There are some creases and whatnot which I'll need to sort out. Just hammer and dolly and straighten those out. Bit of a ding there. There was a ding there from I sanded that, and it's still there. I just need to knock it down a little bit. So yeah, that's all good. There's that rust spot. I will just grind that and see how deep it is. I dare say I may need to weld something in there, but I'll see how it goes. And yeah, they both need a little bit of straightening out in spots, but no big deal. So we'll get into that now, just with the hammer and dolly, and we'll begin sanding it. Where this rust was, right there, I poked it through with a screwdriver, then I thought I'll just drill out the rusty spots. I've straightened this out a bit. It was a bit bent from when I had to pry it in underneath it to get that bolt out. That was giving me grief. I'm going to straighten that bit up yet. But yeah, I've just got this panel, this guard screwed into place on my trestles. Gonna make life a little easier when I start sanding. But yeah, I'll start sanding them now. Alright, well that's one panel sanded, passenger side. Found a little bit of rust in this one, not too bad. Just clean that up and put some dioxidine, or whatever they call it, and yeah, I'll just weld that up. That should be good enough for that. I'm not going to cut all that out, there's no need to do that. Well, I don't think there is anyway. I did a little bit of panel beating around here. We'll go do a bit more on it, but I think I'll just probably skim that over with a bit of filler. Yeah, rest of the panels coming along pretty good. Ended up taking the plastic clips out for the stainless trim that was there. Also, looks like they've filled in the GHIA badges that go on these guards. Maybe that's just an option from the factory. Maybe they just drill all of them like that and then fill it at the end, I don't know. It's definitely GHIA for a GHIA badge. I've just checked my book and it's got the instructions here and the measurements of where that badge goes, and yeah, sure enough, those measurements are spot on with these holes. So I will now, I'm going to lunch now, but I will continue on with this panel when I get back. Yeah, I ended up chasing that hole. It just kept burning through. Obviously the metal was quite thin, but yeah, it's turned into a lot larger hole than what it was. But anyway, that's the way it goes. I'll just do that little hole there and then I'll grind it back and I'll do the other guard as well. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I have finished the welds and ground them down on both guards. So I'm going to leave that for the moment. I'm going to enjoy a beer and I will get back into this XD tomorrow. I expect I'll begin to sand this roof and get into the bonnet and just work my way around the car. So yeah, anyway, cheers.